We take a team approach in the Better Brain Academy. It's their thinking, their eating, their adjustments, and their movement. If we look at all those processes, if they've got stinking thinking, they're not going to get better. If they don't think they're going to get better, they won't. So it's important for us to put that hope and that faith in our patients that they will get better. And so when we do this with our patients, it's amazing because every one of the tests and scores, people get better, their memory gets better because they're looking at their brain. I did a survey with patients and I said, so what are you doing for your brain health? They said, I don't know. What can you do? So it is a buzzword. I mean, like I said, we've been doing this 15 years. Now it's a really big word in chiropractic, but it's chiropractic that makes the difference. So if we look at when we're making an adjustment, if you want to be a champion chiropractor, a champion at some sport or martial arts or golf or whatever, you've got to have certain rituals. You see the Hall of Famers do something that they have as a ritual. I've been involved with martial arts for over 30 years. And so before you do martial arts, the honor, the respect of bowing into the mat. You never walk onto the mat and just go, hey, let's spar. You just don't do that. You actually have to make sure that you are respecting what you do. So you have to be present. When you step on the mat, you don't think about what just happened, that you got almost hit by somebody that was texting, or that you got in a fight with somebody, or that you didn't get your breakfast that morning, or whatever drama that you might come. You have to leave it at the door. We leave it at a door. When I built my office 35 years ago, it says, expect a miracle today, right above the door. It's amazing how many people don't even see that until all of a sudden they have a miracle. It's like, when did you put that sign up? 35 years ago? People have scotomas. We need to adjust them. We need to wake them up to make sure that they are continuing to heal. In sports, what we do is, several years ago, working in Major League Baseball, the protocol for a concussion protocol was 15-day monitoring, medicate and monitor. So the M&M, not in a good way, but they would medicate and they would monitor them, and then they'd see, okay, your balance is not off, your eyes are okay, and we can get you back into the game. And I remember one player, he was killing it on San Francisco Giants, and all of a sudden he hits the wall and has this concussion, 30-day post-concussion, sent him on back, and he's got a 120 batting average. He can't hit the side of a barn. So I'm looking at him, his head shifted over like this, his shoulders dropped down like this from the trauma hitting. So that snapshot of the trauma affected him. I wanted to adjust him. The trainer said, no, you can't do that. These are under concussion protocol, they're in your own little bucket. So the player asked for it. I got him adjusted, and within literally a week, he's back up with the Giants, not in the AAA, and his first game back, he hits 3 home runs. So the hand-eye coordination, we know the upper cervical. If you're affecting the brainstem, you're affecting the eyes. Cranial nerve 3, 4, and 6 are affecting that. Cranial nerve 11, spinal accessories, affecting the SCM muscle, the trapezius. And if you've got some sort of atlas subluxation affecting that, you can't hit anything. You're missing the ball by a foot. You get that back in order, and the player has performance again. So it's important to look at how we can impact the players. Now, I have a very busy practice, very busy. I have from pediatric to geriatric. And so I adjust patients. I'm busy, booked up every day. I go adjust players during my lunch or after work. So I take care of NBA team, the Sacramento Kings, Major League Baseball with the San Francisco Giants, and now I'm working as specialty with Sac Republic soccer team. So the referrals came from the trainers. The trainers are the brainstem of who they want to come in for their players. I was blown away how much they know and how important they are in professional sports. So we have a process of connecting with trainers, which I want to share with you in just a moment. So the Pro Baseball Chiropractic Society, you may not know, there's a pro baseball, pro football, pro soccer, pro NBA we're working on. And so you can actually go to the Pro Baseball Chiropractic Society and you can become part of that. You can go and do relicensing at these seminars. So if you're interested in sports, I would highly recommend that you get involved with this, which I'll tell you how you can do that. It's important to look at I have a player with the Kings. He gets paid $500,000 to wear a pair of tennis shoes. Think about that. Just because that player wears that tennis shoe, people want to buy it. Well, we're putting together information so that all the chiropractors, if you're taking care of any type of player, whether it be high school or whatever, they've made a difference. We're putting together a synthesis so we can have testimonials, videos, and we can start to disseminate this out to the general public so that they get rid of the stupid stigmatism that they shouldn't go see a chiropractor. If you got a professional athlete that's high-tuned and on purpose, go in and be able to get so much better with chiropractic care, that's where we start to tip it even more. So my focus, I've been involved in the chiropractic advancement for many years. And right now, my big focus is I want every professional baseball team. We have 170 spots right now. So if you're interested, we have 170 places to fill from the single A all the way on up. And it is really cool working with athletes. Just in the last month, we got Tim Young with the Dodgers AAA team. We got Lyle Kocha with the Kansas City team up in Nebraska. We got Shane Hand on the hopper for Amarillo. We got Alan Miner in the hopper for Albuquerque. So we have names. The athletic trainers contact us, and we go, "Who's your guy?" That's what we're doing. I want to get more names this weekend. I'm asking you, if you don't know somebody in that area, or if you don't live in that area, you might know somebody. So the Sports Performance Group is a Facebook page that we're compiling information. We have, if you go to Facebook Sports Performance Group and just this logo, and you say, I want to add to private group, I will add you. And for people that add this weekend, I'm actually, we're putting together our Better Brain Academy in a much bigger, grander scale so it can affect offices. So I will actually give you the link for that program that we sell to our patients. I want other offices to be able to have this. It's all chiropractic based. It's all the 33 principles. It's all the thinking modules, the nutritional aspects, how the adjustments affect the different levels. So go to Sports Performance Group. We have a banner in the back. If you forget it, you can just go there and ask to be part of that Facebook page. And we want to get you hooked up with a team. If you don't want to be part of a team, it's a great way to just get the information and then share it with your own patients and clients. So with the Sports Performance Group, I remember one time when I started with the NBA, I wanted to have other athletic trainers, other things part of it, and I said, no, this has to be just chiropractic. So I get a call, and the athletic trainer, which I talked a couple months before, and I wasn't working with the Kings then, he goes, hey, I got a player that I need you to check out. He's having this neck pain, he's having this lower back pain, his thoracic area. We've done everything with him. It's been going on for a week, and he's the #2 draft pick in the NBA. So he sends him to my office, and when we do a good consultation and a good questions and ask the right questions, so the first thing I asked him is, so when was your most recent car accident? Because I saw his car in the parking lot. He goes, about 10 days ago, and it was munched. It was a big Mercedes, and it was munched. And so, needless to say, I write this big report, and it says, as you know, he was in a car accident, and he had these things, and he adjusted, did very well, and he goes, he was in a car accident? They never even asked. They just kind of get in there and start doing things. So he says, I want you to come to the Kings arena and check him out again. So I get there, and I walk in, and there's all these suits. The owner of the team, the general manager, the player, 2 athletic trainers, a physical therapist, a strength trainer. I was being interviewed. So talking about, am I ready to play? Am I ready? Is my art? Is my science? And I didn't go, oh, hey, nice to meet you. I was like, game face, bow in, okay, game face on, best adjustment ever. Constantly thinking that your adjustment's going to be better than the last. That allowed me to start with the Kings, and now I'm working with the soccer team. Athletic trainers are the ticket if you want to be involved in professional sports, and we have access to all those people. I was talking to Paul earlier. I'm trying to get him involved with an NBA team right now. So I want to summarize a few things. When I say kick some, you say pass. When I say kick some, you say pass. When I say kick some, you say pass. Kick some, pass. Kick some, pass. Kick some. Pass. So ask more questions. Who do you need to know? Who do you need to learn from? It's your art. It's your science. It's your knowing. It's your skill. It's your adjustment. That's the one thing. That's the thing that will grow your practice. It's not some marketing thing, because you are the one that people are coming to see. Your team, the way you talk to them, the way you answer the phone. Get better. You have been anointed to be the top 1% just by being here at Chirofest this weekend. So I want you to go out and tell everybody. Thank you for having me today.
Such a boss. I love it. How we doing? Come on, snow season's coming. FOMO right there, FOMO. Speaking of FOMO, you guys need to be hashtagging, getting on Facebook, hashtagging Chirofest 2019 on social media.